Maryland father to a Salvadoran prison, despite the fact that he was in the US legally with protected status that prohibited the government from sending him to El Salvador. And the reason? Well, in court filings, lawyers for the Trump administration said that the man was deported because of an administrative error, even though ICE was aware of his protection from removal to El Salvador. And so now the man's family is suing, but Trump's lawyers, they claim that the American courts don't have the jurisdiction to bring him back. So the man in question is Kilmar Armando Abrego Garcia. And according to the court records, he is a Salvadoran national who came to America back in 2011 when he was 16 years old after fleeing gang threats. And in 2019, a US immigration judge granted him a kind of protected legal status called withholding of removal, which means that he was the subject of a deportation order but was still allowed to stay in the US, and the government can't deport him back to El Salvador because he's more likely than not to face harm there. And with that, the judge specifically cited the fact that he would likely be targeted by Salvadoran gangs if he was deported. And all of this, as it's also been reported that Abrego Garcia is married to a US citizen and has a 5-year-old disabled child who is also a US citizen, though notably it doesn't appear that he